So let's see what Joe Rogan has to say about Lizzo recent drama.
The show itself seems like it would be a health risk.
Oh, it is. It seems like
Head Rex. Okay.
See, this is what I mean. Joe is so good. He's never funny on purpose. He's just absolutely fucking hilarious, completely unintentionally. Tim Dillon's taking
Okay.
The Joe Rogan experience.
see what Tim Dillon has to say. I think I was supposed to have Tim on the stream on Pride Month, but we never ended up doing it. I gotta do that.
right.
I mean, that's what they did when they got rid of JFK.
That's what Lizzo should have done with those
I'm gonna pee.
bitches. With those bitches who turned on her because she was trying to help them. First of all, that's not even a character. Like, you don't get to be a fat backup dancer. That doesn't exist. It's not real. Lizzo made that category of person. She made it. And then they turned on her. That's crazy.
Guys, listen to me. I should never watch any of this
Okay.
shit on this broadcast. Like, he's a comedian. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but he's also fat. But also, I don't know if you doubly noticed, but he's just trying to make jokes about a, particularly funny situation. Yeah, this is a lose-lose. Yeah, let's just move on. Let's just move away from this, because chat will go, this is unacceptable. This is the most unacceptable thing I've ever seen.
Get if I wanted to be a dancer for Taylor Swift and she came up to me and went, "You're too fat to do this," I'd go, "That makes sense," and I'd leave with some dignity. But these women, Lizzo has them on stage, she has them dancing, and then all of a sudden, she's abusing or making them do weird shit, and they all are now suing her, and her streaming has slowed down big time. The ads, you know how it is. It's a big cancellation.
So did she? So this show, were these girls dancers before they got on her show?
No,
Or did
because
just
you
girls?
can't be a dancer at a certain.
Right.
Let's just be very honest here. They're not.
It's a dance
You know how
hands.
the ballerinas are on the tippy toes?
Yes.
That's not happening. These women, it's a fetish dancing.
Yes.
These are larger women. Okay, and I don't mean
Okay.
like I had a cheesecake. I mean like these are big ladies, and they're dancing because Lizzo's whole thing. Lizzo's like, I'm not getting enough attention just being the fatty up front. I want everyone on stage to be fat, so I can get more praise.
Right.
Because the media will be like, not only is she fat, everyone's fat. The whole stage looks like shit. How good of a person is she? That's what they want. I think that's what she wanted. She wanted it wasn't enough that it was her. It had to be everybody, and that's what bit her in the ass.
But the question
Maybe.
was, these gals, how often did they have to dance? Was it like every night? Like how often was
Yeah.
that show? Was it a once a week show? What was it?
I don't know, but they're on tour, so you'd figure when they're on tour.
Okay, so they're doing regular shows.
Regular shows.
Now, this is my question. When you're a big girl and you're not exercising,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden someone hires you for a dance show because they want big girls,
Right.
and then you have to do that kind of shit every day,
It's tough.
Your body's not prepared for that. Your joints are weak.
It's very hard.
Like you
Sometimes I wonder how chatters survive in the world without you to tell them when something's a
It's
joke.
kind of obvious. I mean,
They don't go out in the real world. Most chatters don't go out in the real world. I don't think you get it. That's why they say the things that they normally would say that we would see on Twitter. You're instigating his chat civil war by watching this clip. I know. The difference between Tim and Joe is, yes, Tim is joking, whereas like he's just trying to purposely say exaggerated things with the hope that it inspires humor out of people. Joe Rogan, on the other hand, is like very serious. It's like, yeah.
you could get really fucked up doing it. It's like asking someone to go into like some crazy cardiovascular workout.
Right. And they get mad at Lizzo because Lizzo doesn't have to do anything. She just pulls out the flute.
Can I see what it looked like? Can you show me what that show was like?
Can you show us the big girls? Here Come the Big Girls is the show. But I think they're also angry at Lizzo because they're like, we're dancing and rehearsing. She doesn't have to rehearse. Lizzo just kind of walks out on stage,
to do
sings her songs,
anything.
does a little, but then pulls out the flute.
Okay, he's being kind of an asshole, and that's not really that funny to be honest, but I guess that shit's subjective. Yeah, of course he's being an asshole. Yes, he's being an asshole.
These girls have to like dance through the whole thing.
Can you tell?
It's hard.
Oh, it sounds hard.
It's not easy.
Here's the TV show. I guess.
It's hard for a dancer.
Here we go.
Okay, so there's Lizzo. It's on Amazon Prime Video.
What's up, y'all? It's Lizzo. I'm looking for dancers to join me on my tour. Girls that look like me don't get representation. Time to pull up my sleeves, find them myself. We thick and we pretty and we know what we about. It's the battle of the big girls.
Ugh.
Background dancer for Lizzo would just mean everything.
You could tell how badly this was going to go, by the way.
I so disgusted.
I'm always doubting myself, and I feel like that has been detrimental in how I approach dance. I'm realizing that I do deserve a spot on that stage. It's hard to love yourself in a world that doesn't love you back. You were created specially in your image for you to enjoy.
Damn, these motherfuckers are not reacting hard at all, brother. What is happening? What is happening? I was saying,
Says you.
heavy, obese, or fit, those who are medically obese, overweight. Oh my God, stop. Like, can I just say something? Like, half of the chat is doing autism means no jokes, and you're doing the exact opposite in the other direction, where you're like literally thinking that they're having like genuine medical conversations. Joe Rogan is literally a fucking ape. Tim Dillon is making jokes. Neither of these two people are having a serious conversation about like
Literally
the genuine
comedian,
medical problems that come up with being morbidly obese. Like, shut the fuck up. Oh my God. He's literally just like, yeah, he's watching and sequentially grunting with each new frame. And you're like, well, what they're saying is actually fine. Let me explain something to you. Let's say that, like, even if what you're saying would have truth to it, like, what do you mean? Then they're being fucking ableist then. Okay, got it. Is that what your joke is then? Like, is that what it is? Genuinely feel like we need to have joke nights with this chat? Fuck no.
Understanding how to read the room, you might not make it into the show. I I see a lot of
Right.
So what was that one that we just passed through? There was one that like, was that a transgender person?
Yes, I believe that is a transgender person.
Yeah. Even like a quick.
Joe, thanks, Joe. Great feedback, Joe. Joe
Nice.
watched 5 minutes of the fucking Lizzo show and immediately was
Nice
like, there's a trans one, I think. Oh, it's awesome.
Yes, it was a quick. That wasn't they. I'll say they didn't do a great job at the, fully going to the other gender there. You know what I mean? It's like they kind of stopped, and that's fine. Not everyone does a great job all the time at everything.
Not about anybody.
I brought my car in to get washed, and it comes out and you go, and that's kind of what that was. But
So the show is basically she's hiring these girls,
these girls, listen.
and then they're going on tour together.
I've had drug addictions. I've had eating things. Like when you are not in a good mental state, which is a lot of the reason people act out with different things, right? With substances, with food, with whatever. Listen,
you
if
just
you have
riled them
people
up.
that are emotionally that have issues, and Lizzo might have them as well. It's a toxic soup of maybe becomes a problem on tour.
Yeah.
Everybody, it's the idea of a judge having to adjudicate this to me is the funniest thing I've ever. The idea of a judge in a room having to go, who called who fat? Looking Lizzo's on one side and then the dance, and he's like staring at everybody going, wait, who's who? Who's what? Who's fat? Like, it's crazy, but it's unfortunate because they're coming for her career.
Yeah.
They're coming for her.
Why does Tim Dillon always take these insane stances? Like this is what he does every single time, where he'll be like, oh, is there a person that's being is there a person that everyone's like getting together their shit on? All right, I'm gonna take the opposite. I'm gonna take the opposite direction every single time.
Career, big time.
The show itself seems like it would be a health risk.
Oh, it is. It seems like
Rex.
See, this is what I mean. Joe is so good. He's never funny on purpose. He's just absolutely fucking hilarious, completely unintentionally.
Hasan.
Yeah. You know what? Get a bunch of fat people together and they start dancing. It's just seems like a health risk. Why would it be a health risk? You fucking ape. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's so good.
The show itself seems like it would be a health risk.
Like he took a deep breath, thought about it, and he was like, this is so good. This is my fire take, my fire perspective on the matter.
oh, it
It
is.
seems like it would be, right? Like to force people to work out.
Yes.
Part of the lawsuit has to do with the recording that one of the dancers made, and I'm reading this article. It's interesting if you guys would want to read it.
Okay.
It's pretty fun.
The suit
does it say?
also describes an alleged meeting with dancers on April 27th, in which Lizzo repeatedly referenced Williams' termination, allegedly telling her that she had, quote, eyes and ears everywhere. Davis recorded.
All I know is they went on TMZ, like the people who were alleging, the people who brought the lawsuit, who I'm in support of, but like, goddamn, why the fuck did you go on TMZ? That's never a good idea to do that.
This meeting because she suffers from an eye condition that can make her, quote, disoriented in stressful situations, according to the suit. Days later, Lizzo allegedly held an emergency meeting where she discovered that the previous meeting had been recorded, the suit says. She became furious, hurling expletives at the group and stating that she was going to go around the room person by person until somebody told Lizzo who made the recording, according to the lawsuit. The suit says Davis confirmed that she had recorded the meeting, allegedly told Lizzo that she hadn't meant any harm, and had deleted the video. Lizzo allegedly responded, there is nothing you can say to make me believe you. So it's kind of like mafia shit.
All right. Someone did. Here's what I want to know. When it says became furious, hurling expletives at the group, and stated that she was going to go around the room person by person until someone told Lizzo who made the recording. God, I hope she refers to herself in the third person.
Somebody
Don't you?
better tell
'Cause
Lizzo.
I hope that's how she says it. That would be amazing. If she said someone better tell Lizzo.
Yeah, I mean, she brought all these women on tour probably to abuse them,
I don't think they thought it through. That's what I'm saying. It's about,
when
like,
you
the
have
health.
a bunch of fatty boom baddies
Yeah.
on the tour, she's probably having a little fun, going, girls, she's probably
Eat some pussy out of a banana.
eat the pussy banana. And also, bitch, do it, because where else are you going to dance?
Right.
You're not getting hired anywhere else. Like, unfortunately or fortunately, you're not working.
Right.
So you were given this really weird, unique opportunity that only exists with this one woman.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist anywhere else. So,
This is like not to body shame anybody, but there's been a weird shift.
Yeah.
Okay, that.
Dude, I love Joe Rogan is funnier than Tim Dillon, completely unintentionally. Joe Rogan spends like the first 9 minutes of the video being like, these fat fucking animals need to be locked away, but also if they die of COVID, it's their fault because they're fat. And then he's like, 9 minutes and 53 seconds, and he's like, listen, not the body shame. What are you
Kasi on
saying?
the shit.
He's like, these guys are fat. They shouldn't be dancing. They shouldn't be out in society. It's a medical condition. and then it just comes in hot with the, I don't know. I really shouldn't be body shaming.
yes.
And just the way society looks at these things.
Yes.
Because it used to be that women.
Let me guess. He's going to be like, classic bit. They're promoting unhealthy, body positivity is a promotion of unhealthy body standards, and they're making society fat by showing you fat people on camera. Meanwhile, Joe Rogan lives in fucking Texas. Society already is fat, stupid. You live in Texas. You live in Austin, Texas. What are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean, brother? What are you saying? Are you blind? Go to a fucking
Does
Walmart.
have to do with anything.
I mean, there's a fat dude sitting in front of you. It's just so weird.
that were representing clothes and things had ideal shapes.
Yes.
Like that's what they use for advertisement.
Right.
And then something changed.
The idea that, dude, the idea that the idea that like America got fat because they started putting fat people in commercials is so fucking stupid. The other came before, okay? You're putting the cart before the horse, dumbass. Like, what do you mean? We're one of the fattest nations on the planet. We're so fucking fat. We made all the other nations in our orbit
Yes, we have
fat, okay?
different opinions on this.
Like, the fattest country, technically, is fat because of us, okay? It's like Samoa.
Both could be true at the
Every
same
other country
time.
around us in our orbit is also getting fatter due to our way of our unhealthy dietary standards. It's just like, the fuck do you mean? Is it because, you know, in Mexico they're doing body positivity? Is that why? Is that why they're becoming fat? Is that what happened? They're doing marketing? Or does marketing pluck traits that exist in society to make their product more welcoming?
I think it's a
people
put
that resemble that? I don't know. I wonder how this happened.
They decided
Oh,
to
so bad
Society
now.
used to really prioritize people who could breathe on their own.
He loves that. Now, this is just bottom of the barrel fat shaming. But again, I love the idea. I love the idea that body positivity in the media is what caused obesity to fucking skyrocket. It's like, what are you saying? What are you saying? Obesity skyrocketed for like the past fucking 50 years. And you want to know what else was happening during that time frame? You don't even have to go that far back in time. 2000s. Okay? You had to quite literally be a stick. You were unhealthily skinny, and that was shown as like the perfect body, the perfect figure, was someone who was deeply unhealthy, okay? In the other direction.
You must be
Hassan, do you wear a
compared
CPAP?
in the last
No, I
20
wear your mother's
years.
pussy on my face, dude. That's my fucking CPAP machine, okay? That's actually kind of bars. I wear your mother's pussy on my CPAP. Puts my ass to sleep. And I mean that. Rat-a-tat.
And that
Growing up, I would see pictures of Jessica Simpson on the beach. People were screaming that she was fat. She was literally so skinny. Yeah. If that was the case in the fucking 90s, we have no obesity in the 90s or in the 2000s. And yet we were, you know, one of the most obese countries on the planet. Funny how that works. Hasan, you are fat, is what your mom said to my cock. That Hasan, you have a fat one.
This is a ridiculous comment. It must be entertaining attending because I'm below the pronounces below.